Great win for Hedgesville, but I do, again, want to thank our presenting sponsors tonight. They came up with some money to help us with the WVSSAC regional broadcast fees, and not on radio tonight due to the Mountaineers as they're in the Big 12 tournament. So we're on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. And shout out to them just for helping us with the price, because the price did go up for television. So now we have paid up thanks to those sponsors. But, yeah, it was a very intense game. And, you know, I figured it was going to be one of those back-and-forth games. And, you know, Spring Mills and Hedgesville is quickly becoming a bitter rivalry here as, you know, Spring Mills 10 years into their existence. And, you know, they've really built up a pretty good basketball program that can compete pretty well with Hedgesville, as we've seen this year, as Hedgesville is 2-1 against them. So, you know, Spring Mills, we saw last year, first time they'd beat Martinsburg. This year, first time they'd sweep Martinsburg. So, you know, a lot of firsts this year for Spring Mills, but unfortunately they weren't able to gain the Section 1 championship last Friday night, and it was really a strong effort in the second half by Hedgesville and a strong effort at the line from Tay Wilmer going 6 for 6 in critical moments on technical fouls, on things that you want to score those free baskets on. They are able to do so.
Yeah, you mentioned sweeping Martinsburg for Spring Mills, and they also swept Hedgesville in the regular season. So, I mean, they were the clear-cut favorite based on the regular season, but they've struggled as of late. We talked about on the Sports Mix, the Cardinals have lost 4 of their last 5 heading into tonight's game, the other sectional championship game against Jefferson. But for this Musselman team, it was a loss to the Jefferson Cougars in the sectional championship to get them here to the regional after a win against Washington in the first round of sectionals. This Musselman team, though, Spencer, started the year 0-4, then went to 2-7, and are now sitting at 12-11 and have a shot. They probably could have had a shot either way, depending on how the season went, but you have confidence that they can beat this Hedgesville team, that they can compete here in a regional championship game, which, based on how they started the year, I don't think anybody thought that was possible. But this team's turned it around quite a bit, and they've gotten a lot better since the beginning of the year, and they knocked off this Hedgesville team. They knocked off Spring Mills. So they are confident that they could do it again tonight.
Yeah, they really are, and I think it all goes down to 2 key players that have come on late this season. Troy Wollaston coming back from his knee injury that he suffered at the end of football season, able to come in at the end of January, and ever since then, I think that's kind of the turnaround for this team, along with freshman Colton Shelton, who was brought up from the JV team to rejuvenate it and kind of juvenate this team. And those 2 guys combined, I think, have been the biggest reason why Musselman's been able to get where they are. And, you know, I think Wollaston in himself just shows he made the second team All-EPAC, and he played in less than half the season.
Yeah, he's been a huge impact player. You mentioned Shelton as well, the freshman. 2 guys that have really contributed for Coach Basile and his team. And we'll take our first break here on the Sunset Water Services Countdown at Tip-Off. Sunset Water Services is proudly installing water softeners in Martinsburg and Berkeley County since 1989. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
You've been in an accident. The choice of a lawyer may be the biggest decision you make for you and your family's future. At Mansion Ferretti, we offer a free consultation and no fees until we win your case. Call us today and protect your future. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
To Hedgesville High School, as we continue here on the Sunset Water Services Countdown to Tip-Off, we'll now get into our coaches' interviews brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rock's fast, fresh, friendly. We'll start with the head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Kelly Church, and then hear from Derek Basile after that. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV, or on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll start with Coach Church.
Now joined by the head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Kelly Church. Coach, your team comes off an emotional win over Spring Mills. What did you kind of take away from that one?
Just a very intense rivalry game, you know. I thought our kids responded really, really well. Very hostile environment. You know, extremely pleased with our kids' ability to you know, handle adversity throughout the game. Got down a little bit. You know, we were able to bounce back after halftime and then able to hold the lead at the end. And again, down the stretch, we made a couple decisions to go, and I think we should have just held on to the ball and been a little bit more, a little more intelligent basketball-wise. But again, tough environment. Happy to you know, be hosting tonight.
Musselman comes in here. Last time you guys played, they were able to knock you off, but that was after you had a change in the roster and Stefan was sick as well. So not to take anything away from them in that victory, but it was a different team for you. How do you think the team has kind of grown and developed from that point to now?
Well, I think the biggest thing is our unity is it's good right now. You know, we seem to be playing together, playing well together. Everybody's going to make mistakes. When we make mistakes, we you know, tend to you know, we try to make sure we hold people accountable, but they hold each other accountable a little bit more. And no matter what, I mean, it's, you know, there's no other way to say it other than like our you know, our team chemistry right now is good. We're playing well, and again, not everybody's not going to play well every night. Every kid should want to play. Everybody doesn't get to play as much as they want. I mean, those things are natural on any high school basketball team, but we seem to be fairly focused. You know, we've had good practices, you know, and, you know, throughout the, you know, we got to the later, you know, part of the season. You know, I think our team has grown together as much, you know, chemistry-wise as it has basketball-wise.
And for them as well, they got off to a tough start at starting the year 2-7. Really turned it around. What do you think's been some keys from the team that they were at the beginning of the year to now, and how do you, I guess, match up with this Musselman team?
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's a tough matchup. I mean, it just is. I mean, you know, they're so much bigger than we are. That presents problems. You know, I think one of the things that's helped them is just experience. You know, you start off and they're playing some younger kids that don't have a lot of varsity experience. By this time of the year, it doesn't matter what grade you're in, you're no longer that grade. I mean, you know, we've all experienced a full year of basketball. So I think them gaining experience and you know, winning a few games, you know, along the way, they started to gain confidence. You know, and I think they're extremely well coached, and so they're a well coached, confident team that has gained confidence. And obviously, you know, getting Troy back for them was big. You know, he's able to score the ball in the post, which around here there's not lots of people that have inside post players that post up and score inside. And so, you know, they've done a good job of getting him the ball. You know, and when we played here the first time, we were able to beat him. I talked to him for, I don't know, probably 10 minutes before the game, during the JV game and everything. And he's a tremendous young man. And so, My son at that point, my stepson, was out as well. He had dislocated his knee and he wasn't able to play either. So Troy and I shared some, conversations about that and those experiences. And so while I certainly want the Hedgesville Eagles to come out on top, no matter what, I'm happy that Troy got to experience this year and play some basketball.
Last one, Coach. What will be some keys to get the win tonight?
They've played in the last 3 weeks. They've played a myriad of defenses. They've played a ton. They played a bunch of different defenses against Jefferson. In the past against us, they've done some gimmick stuff. So, you prepare your kids as best you can for all the different things that might happen. So for us, offensively, it's being able to adjust to whatever they throw at us. Being willing to be patient, but also play downhill. Don't settle for jump shots. We have some kids that can shoot it okay, but sometimes when we don't play well, it's because we've settled. And then, defensively for us, it's, we got to guard. When we guard, we're pretty good. When we don't, we're pretty bad. So hopefully the team that really, really wants to win will show up tonight and guard. If we do that, then, I'm confident in what we can accomplish. High school basketball, man, exciting time of year.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you very much, and I appreciate you guys all year. All the coverage and everything, and so do our kids and our families. You guys do a great job. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Now joined by the head coach of the Musselman Appleman, Derek Basile. Coach, your team is one game away from potentially making it to the state tournament. Based on how the season started, did you think you'd be in this position?
Well, I thought we had a potential to get here, but I didn't know what we would look like when we got here. So, starting 0-4 and then 2-7, to sit here and say we'd be 12-11 with the schedule we had to go through, that was a tall order. So, a lot of credit to our guys. Have done a great job.
What do you think has kind of helped the guys get better throughout the year and get to this position?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. We got healthy. We got Troy Williston came back off of injury. We added Colton Shelton in there as the point guard. I think that helped us. But everybody really got better. Everybody started contributing. Gavin, Matt started playing, really picking up the slack. Nate White, Logan went to the bench and really started playing well. And Jason Gordon, too. Those guys went to the bench but played well off the bench. So it was everybody chipping in there.
Last game out against Jefferson ended up being a tough final, but first half you guys were in that game. What kind of stood out to you about your team's performance, and what do you kind of think led to Jefferson pulling away?
I thought we played really well in the first half, played with a lot of energy. I think it took it a little bit out of us a little bit in that first half. Jefferson plays a high pace, and I think in the second half when they, it was a 2-point game at half, we had to lead most of the first half. They went on a little bit of a run, and we kind of panicked a little bit. I think we had some guys do things that they're not very good at. And next thing you know, that thing went from like a 6-point game to a 12-point game to a 15-point game, and we just couldn't keep the pace scoring-wise. We just didn't score the ball well enough in the second half.
Tonight, a talented Hedgesville team, a team that during your kind of turnaround you were able to knock off. So what stands out to you about this year's Hedgesville squad?
They're really sound. They're veterans. They play 5 or 6 guys that have played a lot of basketball here. They're all seniors. They've all started a bunch. So they have. They present some trouble because they all handle the ball pretty well. They're all pretty skilled guys. They can all shoot. So it's a tough challenge for us.
One area that stands out where you would have an advantage is with your height. How do you kind of use that to your advantage tonight?
Well, we're an inside-out team. We're one of the few. So we'll try to put the ball inside and play from the post. Not too many people do that. So we'll put it in there and see what Troy can do and Matt can do in there. But we can't get stagnant and just try to throw it in there every play. We got to space the floor and we got to get good movement like we did the last time.
Any other keys for tonight's win?
I think we just have to play a solid all-around game. We have to. Defense will win the game for us, but we have to be really steady on the offensive end. If we can't score the ball, it's gonna be tough to beat a team like this.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
So we heard from both teams' head coaches. Let's take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll get Spencer's keys to the game and continue to break things down here on the pregame show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
March Madness isn't just a time for the best basketball action. March is the perfect month to market your home and beat the real estate market madness. Angela Horner is an Eastern Panhandle native and rooted in this community as a dedicated full-time real estate professional for 15 plus years. Let her put her expertise and marketing plan to work for you. Call 304-725-1001 or visit wvpropertyexpert.com to schedule a free marketing analysis.
You back to Hedgesville High School here on the pregame show. Nick Verzolini, Spencer Dupuis, happy to have you with us. Colin McLaughlin, our cameraman. And back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. We'll get into our keys to the game. The key to your next car is at the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Spencer, you ride with them, so the listener or the viewer should too.
Yeah, shout out Heffley Motor Company. A lot of cars in their parking lot today, or in their lot today. If you want to go down there, they probably got some deals running too. But we'll start now with the keys to look out for the visitors in the Musselman Appleman. You know, you heard Coach Basile there in that interview. Their style of play from the post. You got to play smart from the post down low. And also, I think on the defensive side, you want to force tough shots and turnovers. Because Coach said, he said it in the interview, he said, our defense is going to need to be big tonight.
And then for Hedgesville, what kind of stands out for you in terms of what they'll need to do to get a win?
You know, we see the ability that Cam Wilkes and Christian Bolduc have from beyond the arc. Tay Wilmer can do so as well. I think it's going to be solid shot selection from beyond the arc and force Musselman to not play their style of ball going down inside. Force them to maybe some bad looks outside, high percentage for you to get a rebound. So I think defensive rebound is going to be key for Hedgesville tonight, because if you get a defensive rebound, or if you get an offensive rebound, if you're Musselman, you got Mahood or you got Wolston right down there to lay it back up and in. So I think defensive rebounds are going to be a huge key for the Eagles tonight to get the victory.
All right, finally, we'll get into now to our players to look out for, brought to you by Sutton and Janelle, Attorneys at Law, a full-service law firm helping individuals, families, and businesses with all their legal needs. They're 224 West King Street in Martinsburg, or go online at suttonandjanelle.com. Spencer, who are your players to look out for both teams? Start with the Appleman and then for the Eagles.
It's got to be Troy Wolston. I mean, we've seen what he's been able to do since he's come back at the end of January. Second team All EPAC, and he's there right now at the free throw line, just practicing some shots. Looks pretty solid in pregame tonight. And I think for then moving on to Hedgesville, I think it's Jackson Ruest, and I think it's Jackson Ruest offensively, but also how he can keep up with the likes of Mahood and Wolston.
Yeah, he really is their only true post player that gets a lot of minutes, so that will be important for certain to have a good game out of Jackson Ruest. Let's take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will have the starting lineups. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
And
The streak continues!
CMA's Martinsburg dealerships continue to knock out the competition with their competitive pricing, extensive selection, and lifetime powertrain warranty. With over 450 new and used vehicles in stock and on the way, CMA won't leave you waiting on the bench.
That's right, CMA's Martinsburg dealerships are once again the most valuable dealers in the area.
For the strongest and deepest lineups, visit CMA's Martinsburg dealerships online at martinsburg.cmacars.com today. And good luck to all Panhandle High School student athletes.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Ollie's VIP Northside at 36 Veronica Drive, Martinsburg is your favorite place to have a great meal, a good time, and to catch all the games. Join us Mondays for 75-cent wings and follow your favorite team from the bar on our 17 TVs located all throughout the bar or from the outdoor fire pit. Ollie's has great food and drink menus and features specials for every day of the week, including Saturdays when you can get a 16-ounce ribeye steak grilled the way you want it for just $24.95. That's Ollie's VIP Northside at 36 Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. We'll see you for the game.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We welcome you back here to Hedgesville High School. We'll get into our starting lineups quickly here, brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Starting for the Applemen, it will be wearing number 0, Nate White. Joining him in the backcourt, I believe he'll be wearing 14 here tonight because he left his jersey at home or at the locker room. That's Gavin McLean. And then it will be Matt Mahood and Troy Woolston along with Colton Shelton. Rounding out the lineup for Hedgesville, Stephon Barclay. Number 3, Cam Wilkes. Number 4, Damon Cook. Number 10, Jackson Ruiz. Number 11, Christian Bolduc. And that is your starting lineups for both teams. We will take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have tip-off.
March Madness isn't just a time for the best basketball action. March is the perfect month to market your home and beat the real estate market madness. Angela Horner is an Eastern Panhandle native and rooted in this community as a dedicated full-time real estate professional for 15-plus years. Let her put her expertise and marketing plan to work for you. Call 304-725-1001 or visit wvpropertyexpert.com to schedule a free marketing analysis.
You've been in an accident. Why won't the insurance company pay? Because they're trying to save money at your expense. Call Mansion Ferretti for your free consultation. We have the experience to deal with the insurance company and get you the compensation you deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I'm the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com.
High School as we get ready for tip-off. But before we get into all that, Spencer, let's talk about the other game going on tonight in the other regional championship between Jefferson and Spring Mills. What's your thoughts on that matchup? Last time those two teams played at Jefferson, it was a 19-point win for the Cougars. Last time they played, though, a 7-point game, but that was due to Jefferson coming back late.
Yeah, and I think
Spring Mills coming back late. Excuse me.
It's all the momentum in that matchup is with Jefferson. Spring Mills really, I feel like, lost their momentum on Friday night. It just seemed like they had momentum going into the playoffs. Getting that bye might have not helped them as much as Coach Samples wanted it to help them. But I think Jefferson obviously wants to prove that it's one of the best teams in the state, and they want to do that tonight if they're going to get the win and head back down to Charleston for the third season in a row.
Oh, interesting. Hedgesville normally has like the full presentation for the starting lineups, but they didn't go with all that tonight.
That is odd. But we were assured earlier today, right when we got here, that they will announce the winner of this region no matter who wins this, or the co-champion, as well as they will let the Musselman-Appleman cut down the net if they were to win tonight. The pressing questions everybody wants to know after Friday night's game.
It's true.
I didn't even ask that question. I was told that. So if that says anything to you about how Hedgesville feels about it all, then that says it right there, that they believe that it's tradition no matter what. That's what you do. No matter if you lose like you win.
Yeah. Our opening tip-off is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to HagerstownFord.com. Hedgesville coming out here tonight, getting ready for tip-off. It'll be Stefan Barclay in the circle for the Eagles, and Matt Mahood in the circle for the Hedgesville Eagles in the away green uniforms, and Hedgesville in the home white uniforms.
These refs are from, I believe, the Fairmont region is what we were told.
Tip is won by Mahood into the hands of Nate White, and it's Musselman basketball. Appleman working around the perimeter here early on. Good crowd and a turnover through the hands of Mahood into the first row. And it's Hedgesville basketball.
Yeah, Hedgesville's going to get the basketball here. And for Hedgesville, they like the empty possession there for Musselman. But if you're Hedgesville, you want to get things going. And it's kind of odd to see Jackson Rest running point right now.
He's done that a few times, depending on how they want to run things with him. But not his necessarily premier position on the court. Stefan Barclay with it on the wing, up top to Cook, now into the hands of Ruas. Ruas attacks Woolston, kicks it back out to Barclay. Back to Bolduc now. Eagles very patient on this first possession. The Bolduc shot is off the mark, no good, rebounded by Nate White.
And that was one of my keys, is you want to have some solid shots left behind the arc. I think that was still a good shot.
Our first shot of the game brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect there. 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-5131. White to inbound the basketball on the baseline for the Applemen. It's under 7 minutes to play in the opening quarter. No score between the two teams. Here's Woolston with it on the volleyball line. Troy attacks the basket, kicks it out to Nate White in the corner. Now up top, Shelton. Over to McLean. Mahood will try a three, and that's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Cam Wilkes. Wilkes, the senior guard, brings it across half court, and the Eagles have the possession. In the hands of Ruas up top. Man-to-man defense for Musselman. Damon Cook pulls up from the free throw line. That shot is short, no good. Rebounded by Nate White. Ahead to Colton Sheldon. Sheldon run the point, looks down low to Mahood. Good pass, but he traveled first. Good look, though, from Matt Mahood to Troy Woolston. Another turnover, though, for Musselman. So we remain scoreless with just over 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Cam Wilkes again bringing it across the timeline into the hands of Damon Cook. Now Stephon Barclay. Barclay to the rack. He finishes off the glass. First 2 points of the game. It's a 2-0 Hedgesville lead.
Yeah, it didn't look like initially it was going to go in, but it got the bounce.
Here's Woolston now, guarded by Ruest. Back up top, Mahood. Reverse the ball in the hands of Colton Shelton. Gavin McLean trying to go to work. He finds Shelton. Back up to White. Back in the hands of Woolston. Down low to Mahood. Mahood goes up strong. The foul and the finish for Matt Mahood.
And that was one of my keys is, they like to play from the post, and that's what they're doing right now.
Tonight's game presented to you on TV 10 by Angela Horner, RE/MAX First Realty Group. Let her put her 15-plus years of expertise in marketing plan to work for you. Call Angela Horner at 304-725-1001 to schedule a free marketing analysis. That free throw up and good. It's 3-2. Musselman on top of Hedgesville.
Yeah, Nick, obviously that was an and one there for that shot, but Barclay doing what he does. Another shot off the backboard and in.
Yeah, if he gets to the rim, he's almost impossible to defend. He makes it so tough to block his shot. That shot taken away by the Eagles, or that possession taken away by the Eagles. Wilkes with the basketball now.
The Palace
Off the
Lounge in
rest
Martinsburg
screen.
is
Wilkes
the
for
place to
three,
be.
and it's good for Cam Wilkes from the top of the key. 7-3.
That was a great shot by Wilkes. Those are the kind of ones that you want to take, and that's how you're going to win this game from beyond the arc.
Shelton to the rim. Shelton finishes through contact. He'll head to the line as well.
Very physical game so far, Nick, and who can out-physical the other team is really, I think, what it could come down to tonight.
It's two pretty similar styles. While Hedgesville doesn't use as much of its bench and Musselman has a little bit more size, the teams play similarly in a lot of different areas. Free throw no good there from Shelton. 7-5 Eagles. Over to Cook.
He's about a 65% free throw shooter since he's been moved up to varsity.
Now it's Christian Bolduc with the basketball into the hands of Cook. Off the Ruest screen. Bolduc with the pick and roll to Ruest down low. His shot tipped by Woolston, but he gets his own rebound and lays it up in at the left hand.
Jackson Ruest, my player to keep an eye out for tonight, and he could be key down low for Hedgesville.
First 2 points for Ruest and another turnover for Musselman. 3 turnovers at least so far in the early going. 9-5. Eagles on top with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier, Nick, but if you're used to seeing McLean in 5, he forgot his jersey at the Musselman locker room in Inwood. So he's changed to 14 tonight.
Well, 1 + 4 is 5, so works in some ways.
It does.
Damon Cook over to Ruest. Ruest over to Cook. Defense guarded tightly there is Musselman. Ruest now finds an opening. Drives in, spin move by Ruest. Shot no good. Good rebound by Troy Woolston. Ahead now to Logan Shelton. His pass deflected by the Eagles. Ruest saves it on the baseline.
Great save by Ruest.
And the Eagles will slow things down. What a play by the 3-sport star, Jackson Ruest.
Yeah, he doesn't want to start baseball yet. He wants to go down to Charleston.
Ruest off the Wilkes screen. In the hands of Stephon Barclay. Now Damon Cook driving in against McLean. Good defense by the Applemen and a turnover as Cook apparently stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I would maybe say he might have been forced out of bounds, but nonetheless, that's what the referees call.
We got a timeout with 2:51 to play in the first. Let's take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Catch the excitement of the West Virginia High School baseball and softball seasons on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hit it into left field, and that'll drop. Coming around is Sifford, and The ball is going to slow up, and he's going to score, and Martinsburg's going to walk it off and get the win.
We have over 25 games scheduled featuring the schools in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Every game will be live right here on Talk Radio WRNR, TV 10, and our WRNR TV YouTube page.
Hedgesville High School, again, our game sponsors. This game is brought to you also by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. Before we hit the break, Stephon Barclay looked to have ran back toward the locker room, but he's now in the huddle, so everything appears to be all right there.
I don't know how to explain that, Nick. He's back, though.
Yeah, and he's on the court as well, so good to see that Barclay appears to be all right. So 9-5 our score. Hedgesville on top of Musselman. And the Applemen have the possession out of the timeout. Logan Shelton with the basketball into the hands of Nate White. Back to Woolston now. Dribble handoff. Now he faked it to Gordon. Woolston works into the post. Tough fall to the ground.
Great call by Woolston as he got to call a timeout.
By Troy Woolston, also our game sponsor, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg. Call 304-263-4343. 9-5 our score here early on. Spencer Woolston burns the timeout to keep the possession for Musselman.
That was smart. That is a smart basketball move. But I think there could have been a foul on that play. But good by him to keep his composure. Have enough composure to call that timeout so they still retain possession and there's not a jump ball or a steal by Hedgesville.
So the Applemen will have it here underneath. 2:31 to go in the first. It will be Nate White inbound with the 4 across at the top of the key for Musselman. Into the hands of Mahood. Back over to Shelton. Down low, Woolston. Head fake, great move by the veteran Troy Woolston. He gets the layup to go. His first 2 points, 9-7 now.
Yeah, great in-cut by Woolston to get down there and lay that one up and in.
Over to Damon Cook, and now Barclay driving baseline, kicks it out. Ruest thought about it, finds it, the hands of Bolduc. Bolduc pulls up from just inside the three-point line. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Jason Gordon. Colton Shelton now into the front court. Eagles in the man-to-man defense. Logan Shelton off the screen of Woolston. Back in the hands of Colton. Down low to Gordon. Great move by Gordon. His shot that was off the mark. Tipped by Wilkes into the hands of Barclay. And now Cam Wilkes will bring it across. 9-7, Eagles on top. 1:25 to go in the first. Wilkes over to Bolduc. Back to Wilkes for 3 again. Just off the back of iron. No good. Rebounded by Woolston. Colton Shelton finds Logan. Down low to Jason Gordon. Gordon operating. Kicks it out. Over to White. Down low to Woolston. He has it taken away. Christian Bolduc got a hand in there. Eagles looking to slow things down with under a minute to play before the end of the quarter and a 2-point lead. Bolduc, great pass underneath Barclay. Shot though blocked by Colton Shelton and out of bounds. Off of Barclay as well, so it'll be Musselman basketball.
Now you see Tay Wilmer check in for Bolduc, or excuse me, Wilkes.
Barclay coming out as well. Gainey comes in. Down low to Matt Mahood. Mahood goes to work. His shot is off the mark. Both teams fighting for the rebound. A foul called on Mahood, and it will be Hedgesville basketball.
Great pursuit there by Wilmer, just coming off the bench, and he gets fouled.
Coach Church quickly goes back to his offense with Barclay and Wilkes checking back in.
But checking out? No, never mind. I thought Jackson Ruest was on the bench, but he's just waiting to inbound the basketball.
Gavin McLean coming back on for the Applemen. Excuse me, he did not check in yet. So looked like I saw him moving around on the bench, but he did not check in. Down low to Cook, out to Bolduc, wide open three, good! Christian Bolduc from downtown, 12-7.
He's got 6 on 2 threes.
Gordon at the buzzer, air ball. Ruiz grabs the rebound. We head to the end of the first with our score, Hedgesville 12, Musselman 7. We'll take a 60-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
You've put up with your water long enough. It's time for Sunset Water Services, your local water solution since 1989, to fix your water problems. Get better tasting, better smelling, and better looking water today. Say hello to drinking your own delicious water for pennies per gallon. Say yes to healthier skin and hair and to softer and brighter clothes. Sunset Water Services delivers your bags of salt to you, so they'll save your back too. And our products come with a 1-year satisfaction guarantee. Call 304-754-9031 for a free water quality test today. SunsetWater.com.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
To the regional championship game between Hedgesville and Musselman. It's a 12-7 lead for the Hedgesville Eagles. Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us alongside me, Spencer Dupuis and Colin McLaughlin, our cameraman. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop and Spencer. A good start for Hedgesville on the defensive end especially, and that's really been the key to their success this season. When their defense is clicking, they're playing at a high rate.
They really are, and we'll see here offensively what they can do.
Wilkes' shot is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Troy Wolston as he fights through several Eagle defenders to take it away. Logan Shelton with it, now back up top. Gavin McLean. Shelton travel. Musselman has had way too many turnovers.
That they have.
And they're not all forced by Hedgesville. Some of them are just mental mistakes like travels and throwing the ball out of bounds. Live ball turnovers, those you can live with a little bit, but mental error turnovers really hurt you. Bolduc back to Cook for three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Shelton.
There's some threes that you don't need to take, and we're starting to see some.
Colton Shelton with a beautiful floater high off the glass and down. He has 4, 12-9 our score. Bolduc with it on the right wing. Cook trying to get the backdoor cut for Cam Wilkes, but it wasn't there. Barclay out to Bolduc for three. Good! Christian Bolduc from the corner knocks down the triple, 15-9.
He's now got 6.
If Hedgesville's hitting their threes, it's going to be tough for Musselman, I think, to keep pace.
Exactly.
Down low to Matt Mahood. It's taken away by Ruiz. Ruiz now draws a foul on Mahood, and that's going to be number 2 on 32, Matt Mahood. That's huge.
That is huge right now. I mean, I don't necessarily know if... Yeah, that is what happens. They're taking him off for Jason Gordon.
So Mahood will have to sit with his second personal. That comes with just over 6 minutes to go in the first half. At 15-9 our score. Bolduc on the wing. Lob pass down low to Barclay. It's read perfectly by the Appleman's Logan Shelton, and it's a turnover. McLean now thought about the three. Nearly turned it over. He does. Wilkes takes it away. Cam Wilkes in transition. Goes up with the right-handed layup and lays it up and in to make it 17-9.
Wilkes now has 5, and that was a perfectly kind of like run through where the pass was going to be, take it away, and go to the rack.
Wilkes has been very active on defense in this tournament. There's another steal. I believe that's like the 4th straight possession of a turnover.
Hedgesville being very active defensively.
Helping them build this 8-point lead. on a 5-0 run to begin this, or 5-2 run to begin this quarter, but momentum seeming to go toward the Eagles, but an offensive foul trying to crash the glass called on Jackson Ruest.
We got a score update from one Dylan Bishop sending us a text. It is 18-17 in favor of Spring Mills right now. Not sure the time in there. Don't have great service here, so I can't check personally. But Dylan Bishop he'll have a halftime score for you as well.
Nate White over to Logan Shelton. Back up to Troy Woolston now. 17-9 our score. White into the corner for Shelton. Down low to Woolston.
6 minutes left in the second quarter is what I just got from Dylan.
Another Musselman turnover.
Possessions?
I think it's 5.
5.
It's 4 or 5, but it's been quite a stretch here. Wilkes to the basket. Layup is good. Dan Wilkes now with 7 of the 19 for the Eagles. 19-9, 4:33 to go before halftime.
And, you know, this is a senior-laden team for the Eagles. That's how much they just want it that much more.
Great pass from Logan Shelton to Colton Shelton. He lays it up and in. The freshman has 6 to lead Musselman, who trails by 8. Ruest from the corner. That's an air ball.
Right into the hands of Damon Cook, though.
Bolduc for 3. Swish. Christian Bolduc's feeling it tonight.
He's got 9 all from 3. It's now an 11-point lead for the Eagles.
22-11. Gavin McLean over to Nate White. Hedgesville leading Musselman. McLean over to White. Shelton. Good pass down low to Woolston. Logan Shelton back-to-back assist.
And Woolston's going to get those. You just can't give them to him all the time.
4 points now for Troy Woolston. Damon Cook over to Ruest. Back out to Cook. In the hands of Barclay. Barclay has it taken away by Colton Shelton. Shelton running the floor. Good move to the basket. Draws the foul. He'll go up and shoot 2. This game presented to you on TV 10 by Angela Horner at Remax First Realty Group. Let her put her 15-plus years of experience and marketing plan to work for you. Call Angela Horner at 304-725-1001. Schedule a free marketing analysis. Free throw up and good. 22-14 our score. Second one good as well from Shelton.
He's got 8 of these 15 points so far. Freshman that just came on the varsity team about halfway through the season.
Game also presented to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Tay Wilmer dribble driving, kicking it over to Ruest. Back out to Wilmer. Wilmer with a crafty move to the rim. He gets the shot to fall.
He enters the scoring column now.
Nate White off the screen. White to the basket. Shot too strong. Rebounded by Barclay.
This is just what I said was a key. You don't want to, don't want to give up offensive boards, and you're getting those great defensive rebounds.
What a move by Wilkes. Shot was no good. Ruest tips it around several times, and he is relentless on the glass and finishes again.
I don't think he even really got enough on it to put a shot in per se. It just tipped up out of his hand.
He did something very similar right before halftime.
Yeah, he did.
Game against Spring Mills. 26-15 into the hands of Colton Shelton, who's been really good tonight for the freshman. Good pass to Logan. That shot's up and good from Logan Shelton. His first 2 points. Musselman seeming to get into its offense a little bit here. 9-point game. The turnovers is really the story of why it is a 9-point game, Spencer.
Yeah, it really is. And it was that 4 or 5 stretch there run where it was 5 straight turnovers. and Hedgesville is able to score on a good bunch of them.
Wilmer for three, in and out. Rebounded by the Appleman, then it finds Ruiz. Shot no good on the floater. Still trying to get the offensive glass, and then down the court to Gavin McLean. McLean going coast to coast, gets fouled. He'll go to the line, shoot two. And also our game tonight presented to you by the Murius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors. John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-4343. McLean to the line to shoot a pair.
Missed that first one. If you're just checking in, McLean wearing a different number tonight, not in 5. He's wearing 14 for Gunna's Uni in Inwood.
Second one, though, was good from Gavin McLean. 26-18, Hedgesville on top. Just over a minute to go before the start of the second half.
Before halftime.
Yeah, I should say that. Stefan Barclay into the hands of Jackson Ruiz.
That'd be the quickest halftime ever. Nick just trying to go home.
No, not at all. But in some ways, it is the start of the second half to an extent. It's the end of the first half.
How about that? That makes more sense.
Sounds a
and
little
we're
bit
seeing
better.
some classic Hedgesville Kelly Church basketball here. Holding the basketball the last shot of the quarter. Musselman not going to force anything right now. Jackson Ruiz just spinning it around his hands.
And there's no reason to come out, or there's no reason to put any pressure on it when you have an 8-point lead. You can go in with a 10-point lead at halftime. Now Ruiz sets to go for about 10 seconds. In the hands of Wilmer. Barclay, 4 seconds. Stefan out to Wilmer for 3 at the buzzer. In and out, no good. Still tipped around. And eventually the quarter comes to a close as we head into halftime. Hedgesville 26, Musselman 18. We will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the halftime show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 2 minutes.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
March Madness isn't just a time for the best basketball action. March is the perfect month to market your home and beat the real estate market madness. Angela Horner is an Eastern Panhandle native and rooted in this community as a dedicated full-time real estate professional for 15 plus years. Let her put her expertise and marketing plan to work for you. Call 304-725-1001 or visit wvpropertyexpert.com to schedule a free marketing analysis.
You've been in an accident. The choice of a lawyer may be the biggest decision you make for you and your family's future. At Mansion Ferretti, we offer a free consultation and no fees until we win your case. Call us today and protect your future. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
To Hedgesville High School, the Eagles 26, the Musselman Appleman 18 here in one of 2 regional championship games. The winner of this game advances to the state tournament. Jefferson taking on Spring Mills in the other one, and the winner of that game also will join the winner of this game in the state tournament in Charleston next week. Let's go over some halftime scoring for you. First, for the Appleman, It's been the freshman Colton Shelton with 8 first-half points, 1 for Gavin McLean, 2 for Logan Shelton, 3 for Matt Mahood, and 4 for Troy Wollaston. So from a Musselman perspective, they're down 8. Mahood was in foul trouble. Your 2 leading scorers have combined for just 1 point between Mahood and Gavin McLean. So, I mean, that's kind of a positive, Spencer, where if you can get those guys going in the second half, you could maybe cut into this one. And then on the Hedgesville side, it's been pretty balanced. Barclay 4, 7 Wilkes, 4 from Ruess, 9 from Bolduc, and 2 for Wilmer.
Yeah, and, I think we know how much Colton Shelton's been able to do since he's come up to this varsity squad. But I didn't expect him to be leading the way here in their regional co-final tonight. You need to see a little more from Wollaston, some from Mahood, but Mahood, foul trouble early, kept him out. I think you need to see some more from McLean as well. White needs to get in the scoring column, potentially. Haven't seen Santa Maria yet. It's a big game. He's a freshman as well. Don't know what his plan is tonight. But over to the Hedgesville side, you've gotten points out of almost everybody that's played, for the most part. And you're getting solid scoring from Bolduc, from Wilkes, pretty good from Barclay, and from Ruess. Ruess's presence has been felt down low tonight, which is good for a team that in Musselman that plays a lot down low.
Yeah, 26-18, our score. Hedgesville leading here at the half. We will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, you'll hear from Dylan Bishop back in the studio. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs. Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
March Madness isn't just a time for the best basketball action. March is the perfect month to market your home and beat the real estate market madness. Angela Horner is an Eastern Panhandle native and rooted in this community as a dedicated full-time real estate professional for 15 plus years. Let her put her expertise and marketing plan to work for you. Call 304-725-1001 or visit wvpropertyexpert.com to schedule a free marketing analysis.
Welcome into the N1 Halftime Scoreboard Show here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. The Halftime Scoreboard Show brought to you by Mountaineer Pub, located at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway in Martinsburg. Your score at halftime here on TV 10 and TV Talk and WRNR TV on YouTube is Hedgesville 26, Musselman 18 in your regional championship game. Your other regional championship game in Shenandoah Valley right now at halftime, Jefferson currently leads Spring Mills 31-25. And then one score that will give you around the rest of the basketball world tonight, the Wizards, after one quarter, down 34-28 at home to the Atlanta Hawks. So again, your score here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube, Hedgesville 26, Musselman 18, Jefferson 31, Spring Mills 25 in the other regional championship game in boys high school basketball here in the state of West Virginia in the Eastern Panhandle. We'll get you back in just 2 minutes to Hedgesville High School for the second half between the Eagles and the Musselman Applemen. This has been the And One Halftime Scoreboard Show here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back and forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details. At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
We welcome you back to Hedgesville, 26-18. Eagles on top of the Applemen. Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Kyle McLaughlin is our cameraman back in the studio. You just heard from him. Dylan, the Love Doctor Bishop, doing a great job as always back in the studio. 26-18 our score. Hedgesville will start with the possession to begin this second half. Jackson Ruiz to inbound to Damon Cook. And it's the Eagles trying to set up the offense here. Over to Cam Wilkes. Wilkes just opened up for a shot and took it, but it was no good. Mahood grabs the rebound. He finds Gavin McLean. And the Applemen trying to get into their offense. A slow start to the game for Musselman. A slow start to the second quarter as well, but still only down 8. And haven't seen a whole lot of production from Mahood, and his shot is no good again. He got in foul trouble early and has just seemed to be kind of in a funk offensively. Gavin McLean only has 1 point. Troy Wilson only has 4. But despite all that, Spencer, Musselman's in the game.
Yeah, they really are in the game. It's just an 8-point game, a few calls this half, a few shots, a few more turnovers that they can get off of Hedgesville. It could be a tighter game.
Wilkes to the rack, and that should be a charge, I believe, and it is.
Something like that can change the complexity of 1 point, 1 shot, 1 difference here, which could get them closer.
That's number 2 on Cam Wilkes with 7:04 to go in the third. Coach Kelly Church and the Hedgesville Eagles trying to return to the state tournament. Musselman was there a year ago after defeating Martinsburg in this similar game. Woolston grabs the rebound down low, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, and the thing about that game for them, they were on the road as well.
All right.
So they did it on the road last year. Proves they can do it on the road. Although this is a few more different players on this team than there were last year.
And that was, of course, against the Section 1 champs. So
Woolston nails that first one.
We've done it before, but completely different type teams. Woolston's second free throw is in and out, no good, but Mahood grabs the rebound, and a jump ball will be the call from the baseline official. It will stay in the hands of the Musselman Applemen. Into the hands now of Nate White, who gets it in to Mahood. Mahood into the hands of McLean, nearly lost control and out of bounds, but it stays at the Appleman. White to Woolston, pass tipped by Ruess. Ruess going down court. Layup is good from the left-handed Jackson Ruess to make it 28-19.
He's now up to 6 points, and he was my player to keep an eye out on tonight. And he's played well defensively down low and able to get some steals and take it to the rack.
Up top, McLean open three. That's no good. Great effort by Mahood. Even though he hasn't brought the scoring, they're going to say it stays a Musselman. But his hustle and intensity has been really good. His scoring hasn't picked up yet, but that's what you like to see, a guy giving his full effort, even if the shots aren't falling. They will stay at the Appleman, the Eagle fans in disagreement.
Yeah, and on the Appleman's, or excuse me, on the Eagle side, they're all the way up to this second section up here. First section of bleachers, main section, almost all full here on this side.
Nate White attacks the rack, gets it into the hands of Colton Shelton, who had 8 first-half points. McLean now with it. He'll try a long three from McLean, and Gavin McLean from way downtown buries the triple.
He's now got 4. And if you want to come back in this game, you're going to need to get him to be your one of your leading scorers.
That was a confident-looking shot from McLean. Ruess step back long 2 is good.
Jackson, Mr. Do-It-All Ruess. It's my new nickname for him. Not only is he a 3-sport athlete, he can go down to the rack, he can come to the top, run the possession, he can do it all, Nick.
Yeah, might have to get something that flows a little bit better, but I don't hate it, Spencer, on the nickname category there. We'll take a 30-second break after the Hedgesville timeout, 30-22 Eagles.
Catch the excitement of the West Virginia High School baseball and softball seasons on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hit it into left field, and that'll drop. Coming around is Sifford, and the ball is going to slow up, and he's going to score, and Martinsburg's going to walk it off and get the win.
We have over 25 games scheduled featuring the schools in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Every game will be live right here on Talk Radio WRNR, TV 10, and our WRNR TV YouTube page.
Back here to Hedgesville High School, 30-22. Eagles on top of the Appleman. 5:35 to go in this third period. It is Musselman basketball. Matt Mahood to inbound into the hands of Colton Shelton. Tough man-to-man defense from the Eagles. White. Crossover dribble into the hands of McLean. Back to Shelton. Up top, White. Holston now has it. Musselman patient offensively on this possession, trying to open something up. Woolston driving in. Shot is up and good. What a shot by Troy Woolston. He now has 7.
Yeah, and then back the other way quick on a foul.
Cam Wilkes drawing the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Nick, want to thank one of our presenting sponsors again, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm. It's in Martinsburg, and where it's about seeking justice for you, go to wvjusticelawyers.com.
Wilkes' free throw is good.
He's now got 8, looking for 9.
31-24, Eagles on top. Nate White checks out. Logan Shelton checks in. Second free throw from Cam Wilkes, rolls around and in. 9 points for Wilkes, 32-24. Eagles. Shelton attacks what is now a zone defense for Hedgesville. 3-pointer from McLean in the corner is no good. Mahood gets the rebound. Shelton over to McLean, high post Woolston, trying to get it down low. Ball is tipped away
by none other than Jackson Do-It-All Ruess.
Do-It-All.
Or Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, they're both like long nicknames, so I don't know. We'll have to work on it.
We have all baseball season.
Barclay's pass, nearly a turnover. Christian Bolduc into the hands, though, of Stephon Barclay, and Jackson Ruess takes control of the basketball. Got a foul away from the ball on Hedgesville. Calling it on Stefan Barclay. We also want to thank Angela Horner and Remax First Realty Group. Let her put her 15-plus years of expertise in marketing plan to work for you. Call Angela Horner at 304-725-1001 to schedule a free marketing analysis. It is Musselman basketball here, 32-24 our score. The Hood thought about the three, bang in the hands of Logan Shelton. Colton Shelton tries a three, that's no good. Chased down by Ruest.
None other. Jackson Ruest.
Down the court to Cam Wilkes. Wilkes, crossover, spin move, head fake, jumper, just off the mark.
And not a lot of guys getting in there for Hedgesville. There's a lot of Musselman guys in there.
Musselman down by 8. Needs to get the offense rolling here with just over 3.5 minutes to go in the third period. Down low to Woolston in the short corner. Great no-look pass to a wide open Colton Shelton, who gets the layup to go.
He's in double figures with 10, wide open, down low. Must have been a mismatch somewhere where Hedgesville not able to get to him.
What a pass by Woolston. He draws a lot of attention in the post, and his ability to pass from it has been huge for the Appleman turnaround. Here's a Bolduc contested three, too strong, rebounded by Ruest. Back out to Bolduc, head fake. Reset the offense to Ruest now. Over to Cook, pass tipped away by Gavin McLean into the crowd and out of bounds. It will remain with the Hedgesville Eagles. Also, shout out to our third sponsor here tonight, the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-4343. Bolduc. Down low to Ruest. It's taken away by Woolston.
Woolston's really come into his own after.
Another pass to the corner. Logan Shelton three is just off the mark. No good. Ruest grabs the rebound. He's been all over the boards. Tay Wilmer bringing it across for the Eagles over to Bolduc. Wilkes with the head fake. Drives in. Spin move from Cam Wilkes. That's no good. Rebounded by Woolston. Shelton. Good bounce pass down low to Logan Shelton. Layup is no good. Rebounded by Colton Shelton. His shot doesn't fall. Mahood tips it into the hands of Cook. The Appleman effort has been there, but they just haven't gotten the shots to go.
Just a 6-point ball game, Nick, though.
32-26.
Can't count them out yet.
Now, Hedgesville hasn't put them away. That's been, I think, the key. Bolduc. The Eagles seem to have made less mistakes, but haven't been able to put away this Musselman team. Cam Wilkes down low to Ruest. Great pass there on the slip screen. And this has been Jackson Ruest's quarter.
He's got 10, double figures.
6 of his 10 coming this quarter. And he's got 6 of the 8 points for Hedgesville. Woolston's shot is wild and no good. Another Ruest rebound. Wilmer, open three. Swish. Tay Wilmer from way downtown.
Up to 5, and that forces a Musselman timeout.
Just a little moments in the ball game. Right now going Hedgesville's way. It's 37-26. We got a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Catch the excitement of the West Virginia High School baseball and softball seasons on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hit it into left field, and that'll drop. Coming around is Sifford, and the ball is going to slow up, and he's going to score, and Martinsburg's going to walk it off and get the win.
We have over 25 games scheduled featuring the schools in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Every game will be live right here on Talk Radio WRNR, TV 10, and our WRNR TV YouTube page.
37-26, Hedgesville leads Musselman here in this third quarter. Just under a minute to go in the quarter. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. The Hedgesville Eagles get a Tay Wilmer triple leading to a Derek Basile timeout, and Hedgesville has a chance to pull away, but we'll see, Spencer. We know Musselman won't go down without a fight.
Yeah, Musselman is a team that we saw fight all season long to get to this point, and they're not going to go down easy. Last check here, just got a check from Colin at the Jefferson Spring Mills game. Looks like Jefferson on top, 34-25 with about 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
So a lot of time to go in that one, but potentially Jefferson starting to pull away as well. As 37-26, final minute of the third here. Musselman needs something to go their way. They've had some good opportunities this quarter, but haven't executed. Mahood on the wing, back up top to Shelton, over to Woolston. Woolston down low to Mahood. He spins. Thought he traveled, no call. Shot blocked underneath.
What a great block going back the other way now.
So Hedgesville can hold for the final shot of the quarter.
Once
that
again
is their goal, but Musselman playing a little bit more out defensively, but now they'll leave them alone with the rest out there. So in particular on Wilkes, who we know will not be shy and take a shot from anywhere on the floor. Final 15 seconds. Ruest has it. They're trying to force him right. He finds Wilkes with 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Wilkes off the screen. Isolation move. Wilkes to Shelton, over to Cook just before the buzzer. No good. And we head to the fourth. If our score, Hedgesville 37, Musselman 26. We're back in 60 seconds. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 60.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I am the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
To this fourth quarter, Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Our fourth quarter and our entire broadcast, I should say, brought to you by 3 specific sponsors. We want to shout them out here. We'll start with Angela Horner at RE/MAX First Realty Group, presented on TV 10 by Angela Horner. RE/MAX First Realty Group. Let her put her 15-plus years of expertise in marketing plan to work for you. Call Angela Horner at 304-725-1001. Schedule a free marketing analysis. It is Hedgesville basketball into the hands of Cam Wilkes. Down low to Ruest. Ruest's floater is no good. Rebounded by Troy Wilston.
And, Hedgesville has not put Musselman away yet. Just an 11-point game. That's a couple runs here in this fourth quarter.
And Mahood will try a 3. That's good. His first points of the ball game just 6 points for Matt Mahood. He did have points early in the first quarter, but first points since then. So it felt like he was scoring.
Yes. Well, Nick, if they want to win tonight, it's all going to have to be good in Mahood.
Good in Mahood. You're going to need Gavin McLean to get going. Troy Wollaston as well. Rely on your stars in the postseason. Ruest's shot is no good. Rebounded by Nate White. He could get going as well. Colton Sheldon's played pretty well for a freshman that doesn't typically score a ton, but he's played a big role to keep Musselman in this one. Great pass by Logan Shelton over to Mahood. Mahood's pass is tipped away. Sheldon chases it down. This has been the group for the most part for the Applemen. White driving baseline. Lost control of it. Goes down to the floor and keeps it alive and then throws it into the corner. And it was tipped and out of bounds and will stay with the Applemen.
Yeah, it appeared the ball went in the air and it went into Ruest's hands. But he was basically out of bounds, so it was a turnover.
Gavin McLean will check back in. 37-29, 8-point ball game, 6:28 to go in the fourth quarter. They're going to clean up an area on the floor that was a little slick. Colton Sheldon getting the towel to clean up that area. Musselman trailing by 8 has possession here on the baseline with Gavin McLean to inbound. McLean into Shelton, over to Mahood. Back to McLean on the wing. Down low to Wollaston. Wollaston can't handle it. And the Eagles take it away. Wilkes now in transition. Back out to Ruest, over to Bolduc. Contested 3 is too strong.
There's 3 guys in there for the Applemen, just 1 in Ruest for the Eagles.
Barclay getting ready to check in. Mahood over to Shelton. Wollaston back to Mahood. McLean driving baseline. Lost control of it. Appleman will work it around the perimeter. Down by 8, McLean, another 3. That one an air ball. 5:41 to go. Barclay into the game. Wilmer checking out. And Ruest will run the point. Hedgesville up by 8. Cook over to Christian Bolduc. Back over to Ruest. Back screen from Barclay. He gets open. Over to Wilkes. Musselman needs to force some tempo here. Wilkes into the lane. Down low to Barclay. Barclay gets the layup to go. Excellent patience from the Hedgesville Eagles. Stephon Barclay now has 6, and it's the Eagles by 10 with just under 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, Barclay had those 4 points early, but then he went a little cold, and now he's back up there. It's a 10-point game once again here, under 5 to go.
Shelton to Logan Shelton. Pass goes out of bounds. A turnover for Musselman. Coach Basile frustrated with that one. It's been that kind of night. Musselman has held Hedgesville to this point in the ballgame to just 39 points. The problem is you only have 29.
Yep.
You played pretty well on the defensive end, but offensively just too many turnovers and little mistakes have allowed Hedgesville to build this lead. Pass underneath to Barclay. He lost control, out of bounds.
Yeah, good call. His foot was on the line.
So it heads to Musselman. Can they execute? Colton Shelton with the basketball, dribbling at the volleyball line. Wollaston over to Mahood. A contested 3 is off the rim, no good and out of bounds. Musselman seems to have lost what was some good looks in that third quarter, Spencer. They got some good looks in that third quarter. Didn't make the shots consistently enough, but they now seem to have gone away from what was working pretty well in that third.
They have also, it just doesn't seem like, what's the word I'm trying to say right now? I can't. It's gone out of my head.
Not much rhythm.
Urgency. There's 4 minutes, under 4 to go in the game, and they're down 10, and they don't seem urgent. Now a little bit more, but when they're coming up the court, it didn't seem urgent at all.
Bolduc into the hands of Ruest now. Hedgesville has no reason to be urgent.
That's what I'm saying. Hedgesville can just
Ruest attacks, gets fouled, and finishes through the contact. Hedgesville up 41-29. Jackson Ruest has been the man this second half.
Yeah, Jackson, do it all. Ruest about to go to the line to try to make it 13 points on the night. Pretty good call for me to say he's a player to keep an eye out for tonight.
Every once in a while, you find you're not, Spencer. Blind Squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, and that's you here tonight. Gavin McLean driving baseline, shot no good. And a foul call underneath the basket. Foul goes on Musselman. Hedgesville basketball. Gordon in from a hood, who's just struggled tonight, but he's been your best scorer all year, and you're going to take him out here with 3:24 in the season on the line. I don't know. Three fouls?
I don't know. I mean, unless they're going to put him back in less than 30 seconds.
Turnover here from Ruest. Logan Shelton going all the way, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line.
Coach Church is not happy there down on the sideline. And we talked to him on Friday, and he goes, you know, no matter what, I'm going to the state tournament, but I want my players to go to the state tournament with me. So, you know, they're up 12 with 3:12 to go in the contest. It's the little things that could turn the game away.
At the end of 3, Jefferson has a 45-29 lead over the Spring Mills Cardinals.
First one, I believe, was missed there by Shelton.
Second one was good, though, from Logan Shelton. 11-point game at 41-30. Ruest with the full court pass to Damon Cook. Cook, layup is up and good. That has been a great play for Hedgesville when they face the press.
All season long. 3:06 to go in the ball game, and these fans starting to cheer as if they've won.
Damon Cook with his first 2 points of the night. 3:06 to go. Let's take a 30-second break. 43-30, Hedgesville on top.
You've been in an accident. The choice of a lawyer may be the biggest decision you make for you and your family's future. At Mansion Ferretti, we offer a free consultation and no fees until we win your case. Call us today and protect your future. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Consensus flight to Charleston. 43-30 our score. 3:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Musselman with the basketball. The Applemen trying to avoid elimination and to get back to the state tournament.
Yeah, I think the administration getting ready to set up for something. Celebration.
McLean from the elbow, good.
But not if McLean has anything to say about it. He's now got 6 points.
Gavin McLean has progressed really well throughout the season. Foul called here on the drive-in by Ruest. 43-32, just under 3 minutes to play at 2:46 to go. Bolduc pulls up from the baseline. Jay, no good. Rebounded by Gordon. Down the court to Shelton. Shelton with the pass to McLean.
Great job by Wilkes.
By Cam Wilkes in the hands of Barclay.
I mean, Eagles can salt this one out here.
And no reason to be too aggressive with the big lead, and they'll foul Damon Cook. That's only the 5th foul on Musselman, so they still have to foul 2 more times. And 2:20 left. And there's some time here to potentially make a comeback, but Hedgesville is certainly in the driver's seat, just need to convert from the line. In the hands of Stephon Barclay. Barclay crosses half court. Now Ruest.
This really helps him right here. Till
Gordon comes out.
That's a quick whistle. It's a kind of quick whistle there, Nick.
Thought maybe he had reached in. It's tough to tell from our angle as well if there was any contact there. Wilmer coming in. He's their free throw guy, as we said. In the last broadcast, Spencer, he went 6 for 6 against Spring Mills in free throws. Coach Basile will burn a timeout. 43-32, 2:11 to play in this one. Let's go ahead and take another 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
March Madness isn't just a time for the best basketball action. March is the perfect month to market your home and beat the real estate market madness. Angela Horner is an Eastern Panhandle native and rooted in this community as a dedicated full-time real estate professional for 15 plus years. Let her put her expertise and marketing plan to work for you. Call 304-725-1001 or visit wvpropertyexpert.com to schedule a free marketing analysis.
To Hedgesville High School, it is Hedgesville 43, Musselman 32. 2:11 to play. It is Eagles ball. 6 fouls for the Applemen. They'll have to foul one more time to get to the 1-and-1 and try to pull off a great comeback. Troy Woolston will foul Jackson Ruest. Ruest will shoot 1-and-1 on the night. Jackson has not shot any free throws. In fact, Hedgesville has only shot 2. They made them both from Cam Wilkes. Actually, I believe Ruest did miss one. Yeah, they have him actually for missing one earlier. But not a whole lot of free throws taken by this Hedgesville team. This one is good, though, from Ruest. 44-32, just over 2 minutes to play in this fourth quarter.
And Nick Ruest really making a case for himself to be our Kelly Allstate Insurance Player of the Game.
Definitely. He's really kind of carried the second half for Hedgesville. That free throw no good, but Barclay chases down the rebound, and it looks like Ruest will head back to the line to shoot 1-and-1 again. If he can convert here, and I mean, with the way things are going, it could eventually turn to Musselman not fouling here down the stretch, but still 12-point game, still have somewhat of a chance. Ruest back to the line. He makes that one. (45-32). Ruest's second free throw is good. Jackson Ruest having himself quite the night. Nate White driving baseline down low to Woolston. That layup is good to answer.
And Nick, 12-point game here, under 2 to go, almost.
They will foul Damon Cook this time as we head to 1:51 to play in the ball game. 46-34, that's the ninth. One more, we have the double bonus.
Got a score update here. Under 6 to go at Jefferson. They're on top 49-34 as they look to make a third straight trip to Charleston.
Second free throw is the free throw is no good on the 1-and-1. Appleman push. Woolston to the basket, pull up from the baseline, no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Another foul, that is the 10th. That one going on Nate White, 1:38 to go, 46-34, 12-point game. So with that, Cam Wilkes will shoot a pair of free throws as he was fouled to make it into the double bonus. First one is no good. It is 1-and-1 though, so the official
two.
Make sure they know that. Or yeah, 2 shots is what I meant to say. Right?
Double bonus. You did say double bonus.
Yeah, I was meaning that the Musselman team had went for the 1-and-1 when it was the double bonus. Is what was supposed to come out of my mouth, but it didn't. They go 1 for 2 there at the line from Cam Wilkes. 47-34 as the Hedgesville student section gives us our chant of TV10. We appreciate that. Apparently I didn't shout them out last time and they were frustrated with me. I just didn't hear it. So
yeah,
they brought it tonight.
They
Woolston.
did bring it tonight.
Shot is no good. Out to Mahood for 3. Good. Matt Mahood, even though his season most likely will come to an end here tonight.
I mean, just look at this crowd here on TV10. A big crowd tonight here at Gilbert B. Miller Center for the Hedgesville Eagles as they're just a little bit away from heading back to Charleston.
Yeah.
For the first time in the Quad A format.
Matt Mahood hits a 3, 10-point game, not quite over, but I was going to take some time to talk about him. I mean, as a guy that didn't get a whole lot of time last year, really played a reserve role on this Musselman team, the way he stepped up to be their leading scorer has been very impressive, Spencer, for Matt Mahood. And he's only a junior, so he still has time to grow and develop. 12 points per game, 7 rebounds. Him and Woolston come back, so Musselman will still be pretty formidable.
Yeah, they will. I mean, we knew this year they were going to be young. Plus, you get another year of Colton Shelton, and you get Andon Santa Maria, who got some time this year on varsity, play some critical minutes in those early part of the season. He'll be able there, but I mean, you get
McLean as well.
You get Wollaston and Mahood back.
You're losing some seniors that are key leadership guys, but your production in terms of scoring and stuff like that really all returns. So they'll be right back in this picture, and they might even be toward the top of the league next year, depending on how other teams, of course, fare and develop throughout the offseason. Smart timeout taken here by head coach Kelly Church of the Eagles. 47-37. Let's take another 30-second break. 1:13 to go in this fourth quarter.
And the streak continues!
CMA's Martinsburg dealerships continue to knock out the competition with their competitive pricing, extensive selection, and lifetime powertrain warranty. With over 450 new and used vehicles in stock and on the way, CMA won't leave you waiting on a bench.
That's right, CMA's Martinsburg dealerships are once again the most valuable dealers in the area.
For the strongest and deepest lineups, visit CMA's Martinsburg dealerships online at martinsburg.cmacars.com today. And good luck to all Panhandle High School student athletes.
Hedgesville High School. It is the Eagles 47, the Applemen 37. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuy.
Just want to give a quick shout out once again to our presenting sponsors tonight that helped us foot the bill for this broadcast for the SSAC regional broadcast fees. Angela Horner at RE/MAX First Realty Group, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, and the Marius Group. Couldn't get this broadcast done tonight without them. Just wanted to give them another shout out.
Yeah, love the support that we're able to get from the
community,
local businesses and community, so we can give back to the community and allow you to view this broadcast on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
And whenever you want on YouTube.
Yep. Ruess trying to get the Hail Mary pass in. It's instead of bouncer to Bold or Wilkes. Good breakdown of the defense by the Eagles. White will foul Ruess.
1:04 to go.
And we talked about the youth of Musselman in a lot of ways. Even though they're all upperclassmen, they still got another year together for the most part. Hedgesville is the complete opposite. This is a veteran Hedgesville team, senior heavy. Bolduc, Wilkes, Barclay, Ruess. David Cook, I believe, as well as a senior. So,
unfortunately, he missed that first one.
I'll need the second here.
As the administration getting the ladder out, so he's getting ready here at Hedgesville High School, the Gilbert B. Miller Center.
Ruess going 1 for 2 there. 48-37, 1:04 to go. The freshman, Colton Shelton, with the basketball. Trapped over to Mahood, long 2. Good, Matt Mahood picking it up here a little late, though, in this one. Hedgesville forcing the backcourt violation on Cam Wilkes. Or maybe a double dribble was the call. I couldn't quite tell.
I think it was backcourt.
It was hard to tell if he ever crossed into the front court. That, I think, is what Coach Church is arguing. 48-39, Mahood to get it in.
Nick, it's not over till it's over, till the zero's on the clock.
Nope. Far from over still. Nate White with the basketball. Musselman's got to go, though. Woolston into the lane, pulls up, good. And it is in single digits now at 48-41. Hedgesville gets it in bounds.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. Yeah,
it didn't touch the ref's hands yet. That was the issue. Somehow it got pushed out, but never touched the ref's hand.
On a main basket, I'm trying to remember if it has to or not, but either way, they get it in. I believe it would have to, yeah. 48-41, though. Timeout taken, 24 seconds. Or not timeout, but a foul given here.
Wilkes nails the first one.
Cam Wilkes, big from the free throw line here down the stretch. 7-point lead, or an 8-point lead now a 9-point lead for Hedgesville. 50-41, 24 seconds remaining. We talked about kind of the future of Musselman, and obviously Hedgesville looking to advance all the way, but if the Eagles do win, they will have to rebuild in the future. Obviously, they still hope to be playing quite a bit for the remainder of this season in Charleston, but for us, I mean, this is the last game that we'll get to see this group, Spencer, and it's a special group.
It really is a special group. What they've been able to do this year and over the last couple years, building back up to where they are right now, which, you know, Coach Kelly Church and that whole staff and that whole program hopes to culminate in a state championship in a couple weeks down in Charleston. But, you know, they still do have young guys that, you know, haven't made a big impact on varsity this year, but have gotten some time. You look at Gainey, you look at Xavier Kirk, who also plays football, Quincy Pittsnoggle, the son of Kevin Pittsnoggle, the former West Virginia Mountaineer, Noah Brown, sophomore. You know, you got some depth in there.
And we know Hedgesville, they will continue to get better, especially under this coaching staff, an experienced group, and two guys that have been at the helm there in Kelly Church and Chris Ruest. As a three from Gavin McLean falls short on an air ball. Final 17 seconds. Musselman will get Shelton in. They'll get Gordon in. I believe they will still try to force the turnover and get the foul. With the final 17.7 seconds. They get it into Wilkes. Double team coming. Over to Ruest. Bolduc into the front court to Damon Cook. He gets the layup to go. 4 for Cook. Final few seconds. McLean, a fadeaway three is no good. And Hedgesville is your region co-champions with the win over the Musselman Appleman, 52-41. It's on to the state tournament for the Eagles as they knock off Musselman here tonight. A Musselman team that started 0-4, was then 2-7, had a great turnaround to get to 12-11. The Eagles over 20 wins on the year. Coach Kelly Church in Hedgesville headed back to the state tournament.
Yeah, Coach Kelly Church leading the line and talking individually to each of these Musselman players. And you know, when you guys talked to Kelly Church on the show a couple weeks ago, it's about the connections you make on these teams, even if you're coaching against them. And I think he made a point in that interview to talk about that. But, I mean, just, you know, what Kelly Church does, it appears, you know, he's a class act, hugging players. I mean, I believe, you know, you look at a guy like Woolston, and he talked with him a month ago, he said, earlier this season. He just hugged him down there. I mean, that just kind of shows the class of this program here at Hedgesville as they get ready to cut down the nets and celebrate once the handshake line is done.
Yeah, good sportsmanship being shown here on both sides. And Musselman falling in this one, but a great turnaround for them. Colin McLaughlin is down with head coach Kelly Church. We'll send it to Colin here momentarily when Coach Church is ready for his interview. But Eagles fans embracing their team. Coach Church directing them out toward the court to go get the championship. Black. And now we will send it down to Colin.
Down here with Kelly Church. Coach Church, congrats on the win. Defense was really the biggest difference tonight. What'd you like from your team?
You know, I thought they, you know, assistant coaches came up with a great game plan. I thought they did a really, really good job. They back cut so well. I think Derek and the staff did a great job. And in the first half, virtually every time they score, it was because we had a defensive breakdown. So we're extremely pleased with our kids, our effort. Couldn't be any happier.
10 years ago, your team won the state championship. I see you wearing the ring tonight. Got to see you wear it during the sectional championship game, too. Was there a reason behind that, just some added motivation in a speech or anything to your team?
No, I wear my wife reminds me all the time I have 2 championship rings, and this one's far more important. The other thing the reason I wear it is because sometimes I'm not a very good coach, and when I start to doubt myself, I try to pick up the kids when they doubt themselves. My staff tries to help me, but sometimes when things aren't going well, I'll just look down and remind myself I can't be that bad at what I do.
Wow, another regional championship for you and your program tonight. Congrats on the win. What are you excited for in the state tournament?
Just the opportunity for the kids. I told them before, Coach West and I were going either way. It's a much different experience when the team's with me than when they're not. I'm so happy for these kids, staff. Tough year. Last year was a really, really tough year. So it feels pretty good to have this opportunity after last year. So extremely pleased for our kids, our program, our school. Thank our administration, Musselman kids. I don't know if you saw going through the line, man. I just such respect for them and how hard they play. And, just happy to be moving forward.
Anything else, Coach Shirt?
Again, I don't know who won on the other side, whoever it is. I wish them the best of luck. And, again, it's been a great season so far. Happy to keep it rolling.
All right, thank you, Coach Church. Go celebrate with your team. Appreciate your time this season. Back up to you, Nick and Spencer.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Coach Church, as well. Always great stuff from him. Spencer, we'll keep it here as Hedgesville cuts down the nets here, beating Musselman. An Appleman program that has ended the Hedgesville season quite a few times over the last 10 years. And it's been a little while since Hedgesville's made this run, so it's a program that always has a winning record, or at least usually does under head coach Kelly Church, usually is in the mix, but they just haven't been able to get over the hump the last few years, and they're back in the state tournament. And
10 years after their last state tournament.
Yeah.
I don't know, that 10 years later, they're going for another one. And I think this team has a caliber of a team to do so.
They could definitely compete.
It's going to be tough to knock off the
Morgantown's
team,
there.
But
Quincy Pithnagel doesn't have to go too high on the ladder to pull down some net.
That he does not.
Hedgesville with the win here tonight over a Musselman team that has had quite the turnaround, and we want to, of course, acknowledge both teams, but Hedgesville over 20 wins. We're not the best team in Section 1. They had to fight for this. They had to fight through Martinsburg. They had to go on the road to Spring Mills. But here they are, regional champs, back in the state tournament, 10 years after winning a state championship. And the Eagles found a way. All they've gone through, they are back, and it's good to see this team on its way to Charleston once again. And it looked like the Jefferson Cougars will be joining them in Charleston.
That is correct. That's what Colin just informed me of that. No surprise there. That's their third straight appearance.
Yeah, Jefferson has become really the dominant program. That was once the job of Hedgesville and Martinsburg to be always the two teams, it seemed like, to be representing the EPAC. That has slightly changed. The Eagles continuing to tear down the nets here. Managers getting involved. Hedgesville, we'll see what seed they get. It should be interesting to see where you place this team because, like I said, 20 wins is very impressive, over 20. But it's a tough market, or it's a tough region.
We're going to get a special interview coming up as long as Colin walks down there.
With whom?
Player of the game.
Player of the game, Jackson Ruess.
Jackson Ruess will announce that once he officially goes down there. But, why not, right?
Yeah, we got a little bit of extra time here on the post game as we wanted to make sure to showcase the Eagles cutting down the nets here and give them their shining moment.
And look, the manager getting the shining moment. When I interviewed Coach Church on Friday night, he said he told his team how much the managers mean to the team, and managers up there cutting down some of the net because they're part of the team. They do a lot of work during the season, and they get a piece of the net as well.
Well deserved. You know, your managers are taking care of the uniforms. They're taking care of, water, basketballs, all sorts of things that coaches may need them to do. And to have a good manager can be tough to find, especially at the high school level, Spencer. So shout out to them as the assistant coaches now will head up, get their piece of the net. But what I was saying was I think it will be interesting to see how you seed this Hedgesville team when it comes to Charleston. I mean, we don't know what the original 16 ranking was, but you would think they were probably toward the middle of that. And depending on how everything goes. Yeah.
I think you might see Jefferson get a 4 or 5. But what would be crazy is you give Jefferson the 4 and Hedgesville the 5, and they're playing in the first round.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? Round 3 in the state tournament.
And I think Colin has our Kelly All-State Player of the Game. For all your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724.
First you got to get a picture with the fans. Yeah. Though. I mean, when you're the All-State, Kelly All-State Player of the Game.
724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. And
everybody wants your picture, your autograph.
Everybody wants the autograph. But we'll send it down to Colin with the Player of the Game.
Thank you, Spencer. Nick, down here with our Player of the Game, Jackson West. Shine tonight on the court. And we even got to see your back arm tonight, man. Just talk us through the emotion of when your senior year getting to go to state.
It's great. It took a team effort. If it wasn't for the people playing with me, it wouldn't be a thing. So just grateful for my players and coaches for getting us here.
How hard was it to get to this point this year?
It was pretty rough. We played a lot of good teams along the way. We didn't always play so great ourselves, so to come out and perform like we did tonight was huge.
What do you think the difference was tonight for you and your team?
I think we guarded a lot better than they did. They had some really good offensive players, and I think we shut them down like we needed to and came out with a W.
What are you most excited for the state tournament next week?
Probably the hotel stays with my friends, with my teammates.
All right, anything else, Jackson?
Thank you.
All right, thanks, man, for joining me. Congrats on the win. Go celebrate with your team. Back up to you guys.
Saw the emotional hug there between Coach West and Coach. Unfortunately, we didn't have the camera lined up there.
I was a little too zoomed in on the shot with Colin. But yeah, I went to pull it back out there.
Coach Ruess has taken his part of the net, and thank you to Jackson Ruess for joining us here on the post game and with the interview. But now, head coach Kelly Church, he should get the last part of the net here, and he gets surrounded by his team. Congratulations to the Hedgesville Eagles. Region 2 champs, co-champs, along with the Jefferson Cougars on the other side here tonight. And Coach Kelly Church continues his legacy at Hedgesville. 25 great years for the Eagles.
And now he's giving a speech out there.
Yeah, I wish we had him mic'd up.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to pick him up.
I don't know if we want to mic up Coach Kelly Church. Be a lot of editing probably. But it means well.
You got to do what you got to do, and always a good interview and just a good guy. You like to see his success with the program. But let's go ahead and take our break here, Spencer. I think that would be a good time to take it. So 60-second break, and when we return, we'll get you the stats and the official awards here tonight for Hedgesville High School.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Thinking about making that big move but don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group. Chris is a Martinsburg High School graduate and knows the local market, and he's proven it for the past 15 years at Milestone Real Estate Group. Looking to sell or buy a home? Phone 304-579-7349. That's 304-579-7349. Or go to callchrisross.com. Making milestones is our business.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Here on the post-game show, brought to you by the Palace Lounge, located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. With a full lunch and dinner menu. Visit their Facebook page. A clean, comfortable atmosphere as well there at the Palace Lounge. And we'll give you the stats for the Hedgesville Eagles tonight. Stephon Barclay, 6 points, 13 from Cam Wilkes, 4 from Damon Cook, 16 for Jackson Ruess, 9 from Christian Bolduc, 5 from Tay Wilmer. Our game stats are brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, West Virginia's largest Pandora retailer on Route 11 South Inwood, taking care of you like nobody's business. Spencer, let's get into our awards here. We'll start with the moment of the game, brought to you by Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com.
There were definitely quite a few moments of this game, but I think the moment of the game for me had to be kind of when they were salting it away and they were, at the charity stripe. It was just becoming a Fallon game because guess what? That means Hedgesville's in the lead, so they were in the driver's seat in this one, so that's my moment of the game.
Yeah, I like that decision there. And then finally, next, our rejection of the game, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced, certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page.
There weren't too many tonight, but I do believe Jackson Ruess had one.
I believe so as well. I think he had one in the third. That was pretty good. Can't remember exactly who it occurred on, but I like that, obviously. And then finally here, our player of the game, brought to you by Gary Kelly, Allstate Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. Spencer, we already hit on it. Jackson Ruess, player of the game, right?
Yeah, how many points did he have?
16 tonight.
16 points.
Probably had a double-double.
I was about to say, potentially a double-double with potentially 10-plus rebounds. If not, upper, 7, 8, 9-plus rebounds there. Clear-cut player of the game winner. Jackson, do it all. Ruess.
Looking forward to seeing how the Hedgesville Eagles do in Charleston. Congrats to all 4 teams, though, for making it to the regional final here. Jefferson will join the Eagles in Charleston, and we'll talk more tomorrow about. We'll have the matchups by tomorrow, I believe. So on the Sports Mix.
I think we're looking for them right now. I'm trying to see if at least the seedings have been out, which will be pretty easy to spot where they are. Because it was about this time last week that we got the girls' seedings as getting a little service.
All right,
here.
we'll save it for the Sports Mix, right? Give the people a reason to tune in tomorrow at noon.
Yeah.
So tomorrow at noon we'll have all that for you, and we'll break it down. And then depending on who they get matched up, maybe we'll try to have somebody on the show for talking about both matchups. For Jefferson and Hedgesville. But congrats to the Eagles here tonight. They are one of 2 Region 2 champs. For Colin McLaughlin, Dylan Bishop back in the studio, Spencer Dupuis, I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long here from Hedgesville High School as Hedgesville gets the win over Musselman to advance to the state tournament. Dylan Bishop's back in the studio. He'll have your scoreboard update for you after this 2-minute break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Have a good night, everyone.
You can play, work, and explore without joint pain. Whether it's a strain, sprain, or fracture, WVU Medicine, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine can help you live without joint pain. Our expert team of surgeons offer the exceptional care you expect for the injuries you don't, specializing in joint replacement, sports and traumatic injuries, hip and knee disorders, foot and ankle surgery, hand and wrist surgery, and shoulder reconstruction. Call 304-725-BONE today to learn how you can live without joint pain.
When you've been in a wreck, you're hurting, you're confused, the insurance company's calling you.
Insurance companies are not your friend.
They have a duty to their shareholders, not to you. That's why you need to call us to make sure that you are maximizing what you are entitled to.
We've recovered over $100 million for our clients. Every case is different, no result is guaranteed. But one thing's for sure, we'll treat you like family.
Rock's Grab and Go is made fresh daily. Grab and Go, now available at Rock's local market. Rock's Grab and Go is made fresh daily. Grab and Go, now available at Rock's local market.
Welcome into the post-game and one scoreboard show here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. The post-game scoreboard show brought to you by Farmer & Mechanics Insurance Company. When it comes to your home, auto, farm, or business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. Call them at 304-263-0809 or go to fmiwv.com. Game you just watched on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Hedgesville winning the regional championship over Musselman 52-41, and your other regional champion here in the Eastern Panhandle. Final score from Shenandoah Valley: Jefferson 66, Spring Mills 44. So it's Hedgesville and Jefferson moving on to the state tournament from the Eastern Panhandle as your regional champions. And we'll go and we'll give you some scores from around the rest of the basketball world tonight. We'll check in on the Mountaineers in the first round of the Big 12 tournament here tonight as the game airs live on ESPNU. 11:04 left in the second half. West Virginia leads 61-46 over Texas Tech. And we'll check in on the rest of what we have in top 25 action in men's college basketball. There's no games currently underway right now. It'll be tomorrow when we start to get into some action when number 6 Marquette takes on St. John's at noon on Fox Sports 1 to kick off a big day of conference tournament action. The Big East tournament, ACC tournament, Big 12 tournaments alike. Full day of college basketball tomorrow. And we'll go and we'll see what we have going on in the NBA as well right now tonight. The Wizards still underway at Capital One Arena in the third quarter. 4 minutes to go. 87-79. Wizards lead the Atlanta Hawks. With just 30 seconds left in the first half, the Celtics lead the Trailblazers 58-45. With 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, the Heat lead the Cavaliers 49-48. And with 2:47 left in the second quarter, the Pelicans currently defeating the Dallas Mavericks 49-38. That game on ESPN. Second game on ESPN tonight in their doubleheader is the Clippers hosting the Raptors as the Clippers look to recover from a slide as they slide down the Western Conference standings. Again, your Wizards 87-79, West Virginia 61-46 currently in the first round of the Big 12 tournament. And your games from tonight, your regional champions Hedgesville and Jefferson. The Eagles defeating the Musselman Applemen 52-41, and the Jefferson Cougars defeating the Spring Mills Cardinals 66-44. This has been the AND1 post-game scoreboard show here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube, presented to you by Farmer Mechanics Insurance Company. I'm Dylan Bishop, wishing you a great rest of your Wednesday night.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Hagerstown Ford, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Angela Horner, Remax First Realty Group, and WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Center.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.